Welcome to another episode of the Almost Tipsy Vegan. Today is Thanksgiving morning. Y'all won't see this for a few days, but anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We're going to start out by making a breakfast pie. We're going to use, it's to be kind of like a quiche, kind of, but you see in the back, I've already cooked two pie shells. They're just store-bought pie shells. They're frozen pie shells, and I baked them. Okay, so we're going to start. This is silken tofu. It's silken. It's not the firm tofu. You could use firm, but we're going to put it in the Vitamix here in the blender. And I'm also going to put, this is vegan sour cream. I'm going to put some of this in there. And I'm putting it in the blender just to get it blended up smoothly. Nothing scientific about it. But put it in there, and I'm going to put the other stuff in a little bit later on. But so I'm just going to blend this together. I wanted to get it blended together. I go ahead and put a little bit of salt in there, just a little bit of salt. Okay, probably about a teaspoon of salt. Get it out of the way so I don't put it in there again. And I go ahead and put a good bit of black pepper. I'll go ahead and, so that way it all gets blended together. And I'm going to put a little bit of oregano in there. About a tablespoon of oregano, dried oregano. Again, put like a lot of flavor. And we're going to put, we always use this no salt seasoning. We're going to put that in there. Again, about a tablespoon. I'm just winging it. And let's see, we're going to put some garlic powder, not too much, about a half a teaspoon. Oh, those spices get me sometimes. And some onion powder. Okay, about another half a teaspoon. We're going to put a little bit of Worcestershire in there. Again, about just a good dash of it. And one of my favorite things is we're going to put some nutritional yeast in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teaspoons of nutritional yeast. We'll get that out of the way. And you know that, excuse me, that's the spices. If we're cooking on the show, we're drinking on the show. So we're gonna put some rosemary in here later on, but we're gonna mix that with a little bit of gin. So again, it's kind of early in the morning. So anyway, have a little bit of gin. See what y'all think. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit of gin in here. Probably about a shot. We'll put the top back on it because we're bad about spilling things, and so I'm gonna put this in the blender real quick. It's not gonna be a high blend, just any kind of blender would do this because it's real soft already. I just wanted it all blended together. And, okay, let's see what it looks like. Excuse me, that's the spices. Maybe there's a lot of spices here. And blend it just a little bit more. Okay, that should be about perfect. And then what we're going to do is I've got a bowl here. I mean, man, spices. I don't know if you can see this or not. I hope you can. I'm going to put it down here so you can see it. I'm getting this out of the blender. And this is going to be the filling for the pie. And get all we can out. And you see the consistency of it here. Hopefully you can see this. Okay, so we got that out. The hardest part is getting this out. So anyway, we got most of it out now. Now then, what we're going to do is we'll get this out of the way. Move this up here so you can actually see it. If you don't see the consistency of it right here, that's about perfect. Okay. Now, I told you to put some rosemary in there. This is just one sprig of rosemary, diced stuff right here. I'm gonna put that in there. There's one jalapeno pepper. It's a Magnum jalapeno. So they're not real spicy. There's a lot of flavor. We're gonna put that in there. And then the tomato, we're gonna put that in here. So you can see it. Okay. We're going to put it all together. Just like that. Now, there's one thing I want to show y'all. I'll be right back. I waited to the last minute. I put a bag of spinach in the freezer. And what we're going to do, by putting it in the freezer, it's frozen. You take this out, and it's just like potato chips. If you take it out too early, it'll be wilty and everything. But this cracks like potato chips. See how easy that is? So, what do y'all think about that? That's a nice little tip. Okay? So, now what I'm going to do is go rinse my hands off. And we're going to stir that all together. Just stir it, just mix it all together. I put it in the blender because I wanted the tofu and spices all mixed together, but I wanted the tomatoes and the spinach and the vegetables to blend together and not be ground up too much for a little extra texture. So that's why I didn't put it in the tomatoes in the Vitamix. I could have, but it would not have been as pretty. And say this is it's red and green, and you know this is a great dish to show your guests on Thanksgiving and even Christmas. Look how pretty is that? Okay, so we got it all mixed together. Now then, these pie shells were cooked a little bit earlier, and like I said, they were frozen pie shells. And I'm just mixing mixture in here. Okay, about half and half in each one. And then we're going to stick this back in the oven and let it just cook. But before we put it in the oven, I'm going to put a little bit of cheese. I got cheese here. This is vegan cheese, of course. I'm going to take y'all see this? Okay, I'm going to put some vegan cheese on here. I'm just going to lay it on here. I'm going to like this. I'm going to put it on one and not on the other so y'all can see the difference. So anyway, I'm going to stick this in the oven now at 350 degrees, and it's going to cook for about an hour. And I'll come back in a little bit. Okay, welcome back. You see these cook in the oven at 350 degrees for 50 minutes. Okay, and they're still pretty warm. They've been sitting out for about 15 minutes. But y'all want you to see what it looks like. Okay, and I'm gonna cut. Which one do you want me to cut? I'll cut the one with the cheese on it. See what it looks like. Okay. You hear the crunch in there? I hope you hear the crunch. And the sound. And I wish I could smell it. It smells just amazing. So, whoop, let's get the right thing with. I said we can't get it out. Okay, I'm going to hold this up for the camera the best I can. You see the steam still coming off. Uh, steam still coming off of it. It's still very hot. And so we're going to see what it tastes like now. Okay. That is simply amazing. It tastes so good. The crunch from the pie shell is really good. All the flavors in there. This is a fantastic. This would be a brunch for us right now. The taste is simply amazing. You've got the tofu in there for the protein, the spinach, the tomatoes, peppers. Y'all try this. Your family will absolutely love it. And happy Thanksgiving.